This is the SM-T585. It has a bazillion different names. I already repaired this once. Repaired. And now it has a new problem. Brand new problem. First of all, it doesn't boot. It doesn't start. And if we try to charge it, we get the non-working battery lightning bolt. And it flickers weirdly as well. So let's unplug it. So we're just going to say the magic words, hocus pocus, docus locus, and we can just take it out from its case. No problems at all. I'm kidding, of course. Taking it out is one of the biggest tasks here. So let me just put it all back in to hopefully make it easier for you. All right, it's all in there. This experience is quite different for everybody. I have this kit of tools that will make it easier to take it out. To take off the back cover. That's our first goal here. Oh yeah, there's a micro SD card. Let me put that there. Opening these slots might help. No guarantees. These tools, and I believe these will be the most useful, these little plastic triangles, came with a kit that I ordered for the replacement battery, because in a few minutes I'm going to tell you that the battery needs to be replaced. Please be careful. You might be able to use a thin but not sharp butter knife. Please be careful. You will hurt yourself. Please be careful. And you will of course damage your device, so please be careful. But ideally you would just use these picks, these guitar picks, and try to jam them in there somewhere. This thinner one is probably better. No, we got lucky by the ports. And you can see here, I already broke the plastic here. It's not completely broken, but it's getting there. That's just what you have to deal with. But for the real experience, we're going to try with the butter knife, because that's probably the only thing because some of you might only have this kind of tool available. Yeah, and it works here best as well with the ports, with the SD and SIM card ports. In my case, the micro SD port is better, maybe because I just mangled it more already. All right, getting somewhere. Once you have one corner, you're pretty much done, which I have not yet. But you can see the distance adding between the top border of the glass. Okay, that was a promising sound. Okay, yes. You can see we're getting somewhere. It's widening. But it's going, what? Let's ignore that. Now let's see if maybe we can use this charging port, micro USB port, or this audio port where I already broke the plastic. It's really not the, yeah, it's kind of visible, I guess. Focus, there. Now this is going nowhere. Okay, so let's keep working on this corner. So at the corners, it's important to not go too deep, but because otherwise you're just going to break stuff. So on the surface, we try to do this. This is looking quite promising, actually. It helps to have a little bit of nails. But actually down here, this is much more promising. There is much wider space here, so let's try this corner. And don't rely on your nails, they're going to break off if you do that. I mean, don't rely on them completely. In my video where I didn't replace anything. In my video where I fix a simpler problem, I spent the longest time just doing this. And I did it twice because I accidentally closed it up after I thought I'd finished the job, but it wasn't finished. All right, so we got one corner. Basically everything is done. Just keep this out, but they usually don't slip in on their own. Oh yeah, smooth. Okay, we're pretty much safe now. All right, let's work on this corner the same way. Not too deep, but somewhat confident and not using a sharp knife. I'm grabbing it by the sharp edge, if you haven't noticed. I really want to use this. I mean, this would be so much easier, but let's try to pretend that people don't have these tools available yet. Okay, okay. Okay, now I'm being careful not to grab it and press it like that to close it up again. But yeah, this tablet is quite sturdy when it comes to this step, getting the back, getting the back off. Getting the back of a case off, which is probably the reason why so many people still have these and try to fix these, because they are really sturdy when it comes to getting to open them, and I imagine even dropping them. All right, come on now. Okay, instead of a corner, yeah, I'm beyond the corner. Doesn't want to go. All right, let's keep working up here instead. All right. Still not all, I mean, not completely. Come on, buddy. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Yes. Boy, always a huge effort. Okay, so let's cut to the chase, right? So we got this lightning symbol, the battery charging indicator, but it wasn't charging, so it's very likely that the battery is at fault. The other option is that it could be all the other stuff, the electronics. If that's the case, then I'm lost. I'm not going to replace that. My family member will have to buy a new tablet in that case. But if it's the battery, I did get a replacement battery. I think it was around 20 or 25 or maybe 30 bucks. That's the range you will have to work with most likely, I imagine, on most parts of the world. Quality, unknown. Yeah, I mean, maybe this info will help. I guess I will put some links to the one I got and the equivalents on the different markets in the world. If you need help finding that. It's a double, I don't know if you call these cells, maybe inside there's even more cells. But before we replace that, let's do a little test that indicates that I might be right with my theory. So we can see that this cable, flat cable, is here as well. So this is what connects the battery to the rest of the device, and not these two. This is the display cable, I believe, and this I don't even know. And we're gonna just disconnect this cable, see what happens then if we try to turn it on. But as a reminder, let's try to start it. It doesn't react. But if we connect it and try to start it, it's a bit messy. Sometimes you have to press for a longer time. Sometimes you just press for one time. All right, so click, hold it, hold. There it is. So we have this. Empty, no movement, lightning. All right, it's gone. And now we're just gonna disconnect this little guy. We're gonna disconnect this little guy, and we do this by folding this black part, this black cover, or switch even. We're gonna fold it up. From the side you can see we're gonna just do like this. Get it? You can use a finger, no problem. Again, fingernails, useful. I'm just showing it off for people who do this for the first time. Please bear with me. Okay, so let me just put it back. See, if we try to pull this out with a lot of force, it might be possible, but that's what these things are for. They are supposed to keep them in place. Okay, so I flipped it up. And now it can be pulled off much easier. All right, so I just disconnected this. Let me put this down so it doesn't break when I put it on its back. So I just disconnected this. The battery is not connected anymore. And now we're gonna connect the tablet to the power supply. And look, something happened. I didn't press anything yet. So let's count. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Approximately every 5 seconds, this flashes. All right, so my theory is, if the problem was in the motherboard, then it wouldn't matter if the battery is connected or not. The error would be the same. So the fact that disconnecting the battery changes how the screen reacts is promising, because this gives me the feeling, okay, putting in a new battery will maybe solve it. Of course, I might be wrong. It might be a combination of battery and motherboard. We'll see. But mission statement now, replace battery. Let's see if we can just try this out without having to replace everything first. Okay, we do not connect this. Instead, we connect this. Now let's see if this even works without breaking everything. Fold it up. Put it in. And oh boy, do I have to be careful now. We cannot put it on the back. That would probably break the cable or stretch it. That would be super bad. So I'm going to kind of hold it like this. Connect it like this. And okay, it reacted immediately. Kind of. Oh, okay, so the battery is already pre-charged. Wow! Okay, so let's try to start it. It vibrates, it's alive. So yeah, I mean, if at this point this does not happen, maybe it slid out. Check that, but if there's still some other problem, you need to look for a different video probably, or maybe write in the comments first what your situation is. But to me it's clear, battery needs replacement. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, like that video if this has helped, because this is the main part, right? Isn't it? Anyways, let's safely turn this off. Okay, careful, careful, don't let it fall on any metal. This thing really does not want to die. I'm really impressed with this tablet and how it survives for so many years. Whoa, what? There was an error, could not normal boot something. It's just my fault for forgetting to... Oh boy, I hope that didn't do any damage. I keep forgetting. This also folds up. Like that. Oh, come on, come on. Like this. So here, it's a really tiny switch, if you want to call it that. But you can always do it with a fingernail at least. And pull. To unplug it. Boy, oh boy. All right, let's see what happens after we replace the battery. Because I'm tired of holding the battery, the new battery, in a weird way, so I'm just gonna replace it. What's going on here? Is this a different screw? No, it's not. Also, this is like the worst surface for keeping screws, isn't it? Anyways, as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 screws to disconnect, to unscrew and then later screw back in. One interesting thing about this situation is that the battery is not swole, LOL. It's not swollen, it didn't swell up. Because this is a very, swelling batteries is extremely common. It happened to an old MacBook of mine. It happened to various smartphones of mine. But in this tablet, this is not the case. Which is interesting, I think. But if your battery has swollen up, that is probably a safe indicator that you can use to confirm that you need to replace a battery even before all this. What's going on here? Okay, this glued up again. Perfect, it's out. That's how easy it is. Come on, sticker. I don't need you there. Okay, in you go. Hello, new battery. Now I guess, you know, I'm really tired of repeating stuff. So just in case, I'm not gonna screw it in yet. I'm just gonna connect it all up. Come on now. Let's do this. Trying to do this with fingers only, because maybe... Please don't use a metal knife here, because maybe you don't have any plastic tools. I think you can use a toothpick for this. To hold this little switch up. Oh, that one slid in quite neatly. Okay, so... Not close it up yet. You might have to open it up again. It's a whole thing. Let's just test if the battery if the tablet works. 0, 1, 2, 3. It vibrated. Awesome. Let's just wait for it to boot because I really was worried about that. Oh no, I put it... You also shouldn't put it down because that will displace the cables. The flat cables. So hold it up in the air, like you don't care, because you actually do care. We care for this little... Also, you might want to hold the battery, because it's actually loose currently. It's not... So many things to do wrong. And I do them all wrong for you to not do it at home. All right, let's turn this off. Wait for it to vibrate. Zzz. Screen off. So let's screw this in. So I'm just putting back all these 10 little screws. The biggest problem if you don't do that would be that the battery would shuffle around and unlodge these two cables. That's the biggest risk, I think. And you would have to keep opening the tablet up and reinserting these flat cables like on a weekly basis. Okay, 0, 1, 2, vibrate. Everything seems to be in order. Right, I guess it doesn't really matter to turn it off now. Now we just snap it back in. Okay, we got our first snap. Yeah, looks like I'm done. Buttons are working. Now I can put this back in. All right, another tablet saved from disuse and the trash, or being sold as spare parts. Now I just need to figure out how to properly get rid of this. Yeah. Give this video a like if it helped. Let me know in the comments if it didn't. Tell me about your experiences and how much it cost you to replace the battery in your country or region. Until next time, ciao.